Back again for my second video as promised. This should be a quick one. Just today's video is going to be just quickly a post market analysis or review pretty much of today's price action on EU DXY intraday. Having done my video yesterday, today is Monday the 20th of Feb. It pretty much played out how I thought it would. However, you'll see there's not much range in today's price action because it was actually a US bank holiday. So I didn't trade the New York session at all. But today we'll go down to even the 15-minute and possibly the 5-minute, and I'll show you know what happened today after key liquidity was swept. So I mentioned in my last video, we've still got the same markups here. We've got our previous daily and weekly high, previous daily low on DXY, and previous daily high on EURUSD, and the same thing for the low. So what I mentioned in the last video was I was likely expecting a sweep of the PDH and then some sort of bearish response from the price, and obviously we trade intraday, so it didn't need to be that big to actually get the move we wanted. Let's go down to the 15-minute. So down in the 15-minute, hopefully you're familiar with this, with these boxes here. This is just an indicator for the called Asian session range. So there's Asia, London and New York. These are the kill zone ranges. So this morning started and Asia came down with this corrective price action, and during Frankfurt and London we swept that previous daily low. We came into this 1 hour order block, swept that as sell side liquidity. So now what happened was we took out a major low, which is previous daily low, which is I guess a swing low, and came into our OB but violated it, but swept it. So great if price action respects OBs. However, there is still resting sell side liquidity, as we're aware, below these OBs. So this is exactly what we expected, exactly what I mentioned would likely happen because of where price is at the opening. We've got this PDH here, and even if I remove that for a moment, you can see this is a buy side liquidity sweep. Swept. Same as below here. I'll remove this for a moment. Let's remove the OB. So what I was expecting after the previous day low was swept simultaneously, as they are obviously correlated pairs. We had the previous day high sweep on EU. Both of these violating these previous OBs, however using these highs for buy side liquidity. So we was expecting a bearish reaction from them, right, and a bullish reaction from here. Ideally, we'd have wanted a bigger reaction from this. I was at least expecting today for this liquidity here to have pretty much been taken on the DXY. However, we actually didn't need DXY to go up and take all the liquidity created during Asia to get the move we would have needed to make money on EU. I got swerved on my entry. I was very close. I think it missed my limit order by 1 pip. However, let me just explain that. So we've taken this sell side liquidity here on DXY, which has given us this up move during London, right? We created the same trend line sell side liquidity here on EU, of course. Swept Asia, which is also a liquidity point, so we've taken out Asia high here as liquidity, buy side liquidity, previous day high as buy side liquidity, and then you've seen the breakdown. On EU, the move was sustained enough to have reached where my target would have been, which was just this previous session low. You see how obviously momentum died off in NY once the crossover was finished, just gone sideways ever since, so I didn't trade it. You can see here the obvious entry points for the continuation lower, or the first, you could call this a BOS. I wasn't very satisfied with this break of structure. However, anyway, I'm not here to teach strategy, but we got what we wanted. Previous day high taken, breakdown targeting sell side liquidity. Sell side liquidity will be resting below Asia lows, taking this liquidity build up here from this corrective price action, and you can see the difference in momentum to go to the sell side once that previous day high was taken. So look at the 5 minute just so you can see. It looks the same obviously on the 5 minute, but a bit clearer trading wise, where you can see where the pips can be made. So again, we've got this buy side liquidity sweep, break of structure on the 5 minute, pull back to a fair value gap and ob. If this isn't financial advice, but you know, possible entries. Breakdown again, created some liquidity here again on the 5 minute lower time frame as a second target if you missed out on the first, and you could have had your entry somewhere up here, but this is where you would have likely been missed. That's where I was missed anyway. If you was in the entire move from the top to the bottom, great. Even though over here on the DXY we didn't, it didn't reach to Asia high. Some divergence you could say there, but just this move here was enough for us to reach the lows on EU. So I was very satisfied with that. Fortunately didn't get to get in on the move, but read the price well. It's there in the video. I'll link it at the end of this video so you can see what I was expecting today. That should be all for today. I hope everything was clear with me leaving both these screens here, but I thought it'd be more useful so we could see obviously the correlation at work with these two pairs. So I'll be back again soon. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know if there was anything missing in the comments, and like and subscribe guys. Thank you.